All right, so Miss G is back. Let's get on with Joy News Interactive.
Okay, so you're welcome to Joy News Interactive. Join us on Facebook and on Twitter on Joy News at Joy News on TV. Okay, so this is Ghana, and it is not uncommon to be hit by shocking revelations concerning state institutions and how they are run. The new board chair of the Cocobod, Hackman Owusu-Ejimai, has revealed that the immediate past CEO of the board, Dr. Stephen Opuni, received a gross salary of about 75,000 Ghana cedis monthly. Shocking revelations, huh? Yes. This is a lot higher than what any president or an Article 71 holder gets. Sadly, Cocobod does not seem to be achieving much, especially with the deteriorating cocoa sector and the poverty levels among cocoa farmers. This might take all evening to discuss. So just tell me how you think we can ensure that the state officials are paid based on their output or targets that they have to achieve.
They should give them benchmark, like what is happening in Europe and other places, so that you ensure productivity. If you don't give, if salary basis, whether he produces or not, he takes salary at the end of the month. We must begin to move away from this system. We must begin to hold people responsible based on benchmarks that you give them. If he's not able to get to the benchmark, then you find out from him. You understand? But if at the end of the man goes to the bank, even he doesn't even work, but he's the first person to go to the bank to take salary. You understand? So it is not a fair system. You understand? But this man, Dr. Opune, I'm concerned about him. He must be punished.
There needs to, first of all, be an effective monitoring mechanism to monitor the performance of state officials. You don't just get up and then decide that this person should earn a certain amount without looking at the output aspects by way of productivity. While you are paying the person and what he's producing to kind of warrant that amount, you ask yourself, is the person earning the salary? Don't forget that salary must be earned.
In the case of Cocobod, it will be very difficult to measure them because it is the farmers who produce the cocoa. Their duty is to deliver, to buy from the farmers and deliver it at the port. So how do you measure their output? But I think in the case of the chief executive taking 70,000, I believe that there is a lapse somewhere.
I would say the government should put a better machine there for them for checking them. And number two is, as like for instance, I work at the airport. They pay me with hour. So if they can also pay them with hour, it will be very better. When you sit at the office or you go to the rural areas, they will calculate the almost hour you mean, what you went to do at that place, and they, based on that one, then they will pay you on it. Simple and short.
All right, so Israel, what are people saying on social media?
All right, Harry Naidrisu says one major problem is to tackle first as a nation. Employees should be paid based on efficiency. Salary based on certificates should be a secondary factor, especially in the big institutions. You always go around and buy the certificates and they think the world is theirs, hence using our monies and resources for mouth-to-mouth projects whilst relaxing in their offices. Kwesi Boateng says to Dr. Puni, if Cocobod was his organization, would he have employed a CEO and paid him that much? It's unfortunate, but put politicians on the minimum wage, and that is when they will begin to work and implement decisions that will benefit us all. Pile says, unfortunately, the highest paid person in Ghana does no job to deserve such gargantuan pay. And those who do the real work and work themselves to the bone go home with little or nothing. It is sad to see people work for 34 years or more and go home with 20,000 cedis or less as their entire pension pay. God save Ghana.
And Nana Akuamwa Boasen says, it's bad for the board or whoever agreed on such huge monies to be paid. If it continues like this, I bet corruption in the various institutions in the country will not stop. And even says, Emmanuel Mensah says, even if Cocobod was making huge sums of money or huge sums of profit, I don't think Ghanaians will be angry. But the sector is not doing well. So his daily mark is 37,500 a day. Why? You keep asking why. And Bismarck said it's at times very painful when you hear such figures are given to one person monthly, whereas others can't afford a meal a day. God save Ghana, crying. And TZTA men says Article 71 holders don't bring revenue. Have you checked the salaries of the bosses of GRA, Gridco, the Bank of Ghana, ECG, SNIT? Open yourself, be small. That's what you're saying. And Matthew says, you see, this is why I would always say without any apology that our leaders are greedy, stingy, and insensitive to the plight of we, the ordinary Ghanaians. Some may not agree with me, but that is the fact in Ghana, and that is why the rich will continue to be rich and the poor be poor.
Okay. Now, you see, I have a point to make about the salary issue. The salaries, these salaries are offered to people or offered in those positions so that would attract the best and brightest, some of the sharpest minds, okay, so that you can be able to attract somebody from like Cadbury who's working in any other country in this world to come and work for Cocobod. That is why that salary is there. Except we put up those salaries and the people who are hired in those positions are not hired competitively. But the CEO of Cocobod shouldn't be any different from the CEO of MTN or of Multimedia or Tigo or any major organization.
True.
That's what it's supposed to be. So the salary is not out of place. You can say that the people who are put there probably do not deserve that.
And they are not producing results as well. So if you're watching me right now, then you can't dispute this. Fake hair can be normal. Fake lashes could also be understood. Fake nails, maybe fashion, and we could go on and on and on. But what happens when we get to a point where your backsides are fake? Well, we know this recent obsession is synonymous to females, but in a beauty statement gone bad, a fake doctor has been arrested in the US for deadly butt injections, and she's been sentenced to 10 years for injecting several females with toxic mixture of super glue, cement silicone, mineral oil, and a lot more, leading to one death. Do you agree that she should be punished, or you think that her victims were just not diligent? Also, tell me, would you undertake a butt enlargement?
Well, at the end of the day, it's still medical malpractice, right? So it's still a criminal offense. I mean, it's like going to a dentist and they put cement in your teeth. Like, it's still the same thing. Yeah, so I feel like, yeah, that person should be prosecuted. I mean, however way you want to look at it, the person lied to the patient. I mean, you would go to a police officer because you trust the person. How many people really ask, hey, can I see your ID to make sure you're a police? Like, nobody does that. I guess everyone has different reasons for doing it, self-esteem, whatever. So I guess it's really up to the person. I mean, it's the same thing as plastic surgery or any other thing. So yeah, I guess it's up to the person. Like,
that doctor has to be on jail for like 20 years or something like that. And these things they are bringing it in Ghana, yeah. And no, I don't accept this at all. I don't. A woman, you have to be real. A man has to see how the way you are. It's not like when you get somewhere they put in. No, these things are all not good. Trust me. It's just that they were able to persuade them, and they also understood them. That is why they also did that. But under normal circumstances, for me, I won't buy that. Trust me.
It's dangerous. It's silly. You could get sick. I don't know. All types of things could happen. Just if that's the body you have, that's your body. That's it. She should be punished. It's illegal and it's dangerous. She could kill somebody. They can get infections, all sorts of things. So she deserves to go to jail. They should have, done more research and looked into it, cross-referenced. But at the end of the day, she did something illegal, so it's her fault.
I will not advise any of my family members to go for an implant. it's not good. There's a side effect. When you research, you find out that there's a whole lot of effect on this one. So when I see, you need to be rare, you need to be natural. I like it when it is natural. Sometimes you see the ladies going around, you see that they will putting on some foams and other stuff. That one we'll take it like that. But going for surgery and other stuff, no. Seriously, it shouldn't be punished. He is doing his job. She is doing her job. Forgive me. She is doing her job. But for the ladies, they went for it. They have the money, so they went for it. They should take care of themselves.
This is matricle special. And, well, I like the guy who says, look, you can wear the fake ones, but don't try an implant. I don't know. But what you
People should feel free. I mean, people should.
No, but the ladies are doing all these, or we are doing all these for you men.
Well, and then men who would appreciate that, but there are some too who are not so keen about those things.
Like yourself, right?
Yeah.
Let's hear what you're saying on social media.
Kwesi Boateng says, I salute the medical doctor. Why should human beings in the first place conceive the idea of having a buttocks or breast enlargement? You can never cheat nature. Richard Kweku says, the doctor to me has been bullied by the court. The woman wanted a bumpy back and the doctor helped her. In fact, I saw the pictures and I saw the protruding buttocks. So it was a big deal. She was even lucky she didn't get the effect on the butt, or Chinansusu tomorrow. And Nana Ba says, although ladies with fat backs look attractive, I see no reason why one should pay money to do such an implant or enlargement of buttocks. The mechanisms and chemicals used for these things are very toxic. I don't support this. And Papa Beckham says some fake things look better and attractive than the original, which makes it difficult to differentiate. So the doctor should be punished.
And Matthew says, wonders will never end in this world because the human race will always want to experiment nature, and this would always result in this will always be the result. For the doctor, they should not even release him because he is killed and must also be killed. Jeremiah says her clients are guilty more than the word guilty. The doctor did nothing wrong. She's only laying her hands on anything that can help her survive. She should also be punished for using illegal and harmful substances to carry out her illegal works. And lesson to our young ladies. And so a lot of people having different opinion as to what should happen. But birthdays are meant to be special, but it's exceptional when over 20 million people are celebrating it with you. It is the birthday of the first gentleman of the land. Mr. President is 73 years old. Isn't it a blessing to live for over 70 decades already? And now he's been given the opportunity to serve a nation as great as Ghana. Well, for me, I wish the president wisdom, happiness, and God's direction to help make Ghana great and strong. What is your wish for him? No politics or negativity.
I wish the good Lord will bless him with many more years because I'm really loving his works and I'm very, very happy with him.
I wish him a happy birthday and then more fruitful years. You know, he's the president of Ghana. We are all Ghanaians. You need to support him in everything that he does. I just wish him the best. Put in a lot of policies that will help the economy grow. Ghanaians have more money, and then that's all.
All I can say is I'm wishing him happy birthday and long life, that's all.
Just long life.
Yeah.
What else?
That's all.
Long life and then wisdom.
And Daddy, happy birthday. May God give you long life and peaceful life.
Okay, add more.
It's okay.
All right, so we have had the opportunity to wish him a happy birthday for the 73rd one. Let's see what people have.
Richard Kweku from Poman says, a very happy birthday to Pening Akufo-Addo. May he live long to see the results of the failures that have started in the government. He has yet to form and lead the NPP back into the wonderland where they should be. May God snatch the steering wheel from him. Oh. Mawena, Your Excellency Nana, wishing you a happy birthday with many happiness and prosperity. May the good Lord grant you all your heart's desires and direct your path in leading Mother Ghana to the promised land. Kwabna Minta says 73, the sum will give it 10, all 10 fingers to Baba. Happy birthday, Your Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo. And Dangote says a very happy birthday to our president, wishing him long life and all the best in his government.
And Men says the best if life and God's guidance, so that anytime he sleeps, he should dream of increasing salaries of workers by 50%. And Mumuni says, I wish the president long life with a big heart to change the place to a better place for us. Okay, I wish the president a happy birthday. May Allah help him fulfill all the promises he promised Ghanaians before his term expires. And Seidu says, on this special day, I wish our president God's blessing, guidance, and direction as he leads our country to better fortunes. Happy birthday. And Bismarck says, happy birthday to the incorruptible, selfless, hardworking, and God-fearing gentleman. All right, so on that note, let's see our picture of the day. So, baby, the love I have for you is like copied assignments. I just can't explain. And it reminds me of our days in, okay, not our days, okay, my day in senior secondary school, where we had to write a lot of these things, you know, even when we didn't understand them.
Okay, so we also wrote some.
So what did you write?
Oh, well, really wild things.
The brightness of the sun.
Yeah, the brightness of this day has given me the propensity to
write.
Yeah.
All right, so that'll be it for joining this interactive visual.
All right.